I personally don't know a single creator out there that hasn't struggled with this, and honestly, if they say they haven't, they're either lying to you or maybe they're just a new creator. What I'm referring to is coming up with, consistently, new video ideas that get you a lot of views. Even we're posting 2 to 3 long-form videos a week, so we know firsthand that keeping up with that kind of upload schedule can be very exhausting. Add on top of that, pushing yourself to make a better video every single time, and now we're talking about a recipe for guaranteed burnout. I went through this cycle and burnt out for the 100th time, and recently had to dig myself out of it. With that experience fresh in my mind, I thought this would be a great time to start going through some of the steps I took to get myself out of this funk and start writing scripts again. And since then, we've managed to cover topics that got us thousands of views. Now, there's a lot you can do to get inspiration for new video ideas, but I can't say all of those things and go down that rabbit hole before at least mentioning our own tool here at vidIQ called Daily Ideas. It uses AI to scan your channel and then give you relevant suggestions for videos you can make. And depending on what vidIQ subscription level you have, you can get all the way up to 50 ideas a day using this tool. The links are always down below. Now, tools like Daily Ideas have been very helpful to me, but sometimes Daily Ideas is just one small part of all the research I end up doing when I'm out there looking for fresh inspiration. For example, the video you're watching right now, the inspiration for this video actually came more from the comment section and the live stream chats on this channel. I was seeing certain conversations around people needing more video ideas that got them more views, and it kind of got me thinking. A lot of our viewers struggle with coming up with really good ideas, especially when we're always telling them they need to niche down and focus their whole channel on one topic. So let's talk today about some of the other places you can go for free all over the internet to not only get ideas for your channel, but get ideas that are going to bring you a lot more views than you're getting right now. So I mentioned comments and AI, but one incredibly valuable place that you should be leveraging is actually Reddit. There's a community somewhere for literally anything on Reddit, and if you can't find your topic represented as a subreddit, I would tell you you're either covering too niched of a topic or maybe you're covering too many topics. Even without logging into Reddit, you can learn a lot. I'm going to use r/newtubers as my example for the day because this is actually a subreddit I would use to see what kinds of questions creators are asking right now. They have over 250,000 members, and the community over there is just a community full of creators just like yourselves sharing advice on various YouTube topics. I always like to filter by what's hot right now because it's going to show me the conversations that are active in this moment. What I love most about the subreddit is that it's well moderated. It's not a place where people are going to come in and spam their YouTube links selfishly. Instead, these users are there to share specific insights, ask questions, or share tips with their fellow creators to make everyone's lives a little bit easier across YouTube. It can also be really great to follow during times where YouTube has released a really big update. I already know where to go when YouTube has released a new feature or an update or a news story breaks, but how is the community reacting to it? That's what this place is great for. If I wanted to go ahead and post an update on the vidIQ channel about this new YouTube change, it would make for a very well-rounded video to go into these subreddits and see how the community is reacting and include some of those reactions in that video. Speaking of news, one of the things you can be doing is going to the major publications that cover news stories around your topic. In our own case, YouTube kind of has us covered here. When they post an update, we know which YouTube channels we can go to, or various socials, or blog, or help pages to get all the relevant information that we need. If you cover video games, there are a multitude of gaming websites that cover gaming news. Whether you're talking cooking, cars, beauty, I don't care what it is, if there is an industry, there is journalism. So the obvious advice here is to follow the most reputable sources that you can find. I would also encourage you to turn on mobile alerts for this content. This is going to give you that competitive edge that can help you stay on top of trends. Another source I don't want to forget to mention is Discord, and similar to Reddit, there's a Discord community for just about anything. Even we have one, and it's linked down below. One of the big differences with Discord versus Reddit is that you actually do need a Discord account to see what's going on over there. Another big change here is that Discords can be a lot more active than Reddit because the conversations are happening in a chat box in real time. There's also no great way to filter by top conversations like you can on Reddit either because of the nature of Discord and how it's set up. However, I would say Discord is fantastic for building relationships with a community or asking questions. If you're trying to cover everything you can about a given topic, it might be a great idea to jump into that relevant Discord and start asking some basic questions. This is a great strategy for trying to get some really quick answers if the Discord is active enough, but I would encourage you to be careful about asking questions that Google could just as easily answer. Specifically, I like asking questions in Discord about a topic that's really opinion driven. It really gives you a good idea of where a community might stand on specific issues related to your space, and a lot of times these conversations can launch entirely new inspirations for entirely new videos. You might feel really inspired by some of the conversations you have, but is the video you're thinking about making now any good? Is anyone going to care? Is anybody going to watch it? Well, there's a few things that can help with this, but really what it all boils down to is creator intuition. I'm at a point where I've been covering YouTube growth for so long now that I feel like I have a really good idea about what topics are going to resonate with our audience and what topics simply will not. So creator intuition is basically just experience that builds up over the course of your YouTube career. The better you understand your audience and your topic, the sharper your creator intuition is going to be. Let me give you just a couple of examples. Here are 2 videos I've recently published to the vidIQ channel. Now, if you know anything about vidIQ, you probably already sense which of these 2 videos did better. Yeah, basically the one that wasn't about live streams, yeah, that's the one that got more views. What's funny though is when I made the live streaming advice video, I was already aware that this was going to be an underperformer. But if I knew that, why did I continue to do it anyway? Was it because I just needed a video in my schedule that badly? Well, not exactly. I actually still do believe in this idea within a certain context. You see, and I actually pulled this in our community tab, our audience has a lot of people in it that do not identify as live streamers. However, I still felt really strongly about making this video because it had just been so long since vidIQ sat down and gave anyone any practical tips about growing a live stream. Just in the last couple of years, so much has changed with the live streaming YouTube landscape. Not to mention the strategies around live streaming are just inherently different than they are for making shorts or long form videos. It's likely that this video over time will start to perform much better as future live streamers come onto YouTube and start their hunt for answers on how to grow. As for the other video, well, I had a pretty good feeling about it. That video is just classic vidIQ. We have an audience that dedicates themselves to making as few mistakes as possible so that they can grow as fast as possible. So because I know this audience really well, I knew that going over channel fails would be something they would be interested in. They don't want to make these mistakes that other creators have been making. Furthermore, this video is inherently valuable no matter what type of content you make on YouTube. And in this particular case, my creator intuition was right on both counts. The live stream video underperformed, while the channel fails video went on to receive a 1 out of 10 rating. The lesson here is to understand your topic and your audience. It all goes back to the channel focus that we mention in almost every single video. We're focused on YouTube growth, so we know exactly where to look for new ideas, and we have a really good sense of which ideas are going to work better than others. We also have a very clear goal in mind for our channel, which is something I also suggest for you. For vidIQ, it should be a place where all creators can come and learn about YouTube. So in some cases, we will post videos that are for a particular segment of our audience, but it's all working towards the same goals we have for the channel. And even after all of that's been said, we still find ourselves in the same position where sometimes we just need to hit the reset button because we need to find some fresh inspiration. Yes, even if you hit 1 million subscribers, you can still find yourself burning out on YouTube. In fact, one of those fresh ideas we explored was pretty interesting. We showed our viewers how they can make thumbnails that get themselves a 1 out of 10 every single time, and if you're interested, you can watch it right here.